Hello, state your name, please.
Cynthia?
How old were you when the attacks took place?
11.
Where and what were you doing?
I was in school, and I remember I was in class. They were teaching us, and then they brought up an announcement in the intercom, and then brought up the TVs. Well, we have some TVs that were projected already there for the announcement, and they turned on the news, and that's when we saw that what was going on.
Why didn't you realize it was a terrorist attack?
Um, I think by the end of that day, when I got home, they told well, we were watching TV, me and my mom, and I remember that they were telling and finding out that it was a terrorism attack.
What emotions and thoughts were going through your mind as you learned about the attacks?
I was very scared. I remember I was very scared and confused because I didn't know why this was happening. I was so young at the time, and I know my mom was very scared, and so that even brought me more scared and more confused as to what was going on.
How did the teachers and administrators react to this attack?
Uh, Everybody was just in very much shock. Like we didn't know what was going on. Like it was just something that just happened, and no one really knew how to react.
Were you afraid of your safety and your safety of your family?
Yes, we were all very afraid. More so because we didn't know what was causing this at first, and so we didn't know who to blame, or what was the reason for this, or why was it happening.
What is your most vivid memory of that day?
I guess I'll never forget whenever they turned on the TV screens and they showed how the first tower just went down and how the airplane just went straight through it. It was just a remarkable and horrifying thing to see how someone would actually have the courage to do that.
Do you know someone who was personally impacted in the attack?
No.
How did the nation react to these attacks?
Um, well, I remember as I grew older that the people who resembled the appearance of those people that caused the attack, like the Arabs, they were sort of shut down from society. They were secluded. A lot of racism occurred during that time also.
How did the government react to these attacks?
I remember it became very strict, and it wasn't as passive with the immigration that was coming in. It was more strict, and the borders were closed. Well, not closed; they were more secure. So it was just less of a migration of people coming into the United States.
Do you agree on the decisions to invade Afghanistan and Iraq after these attacks?
Um, so I guess yes and no. Yes, because I mean we needed to find the source of all the terrorism that was occurring, but then no at the same time because of all I remember hearing just continuously about all these soldiers that were just over there invading and risking their lives, and some of them did lose their lives trying to find this person that caused all of this destruction. And so at the same time, it's a very unbalanced, I guess, question for me. I am happy that it occurred, but at the same time, it had a risk.
Do you believe the government has done enough to keep us safe from terrorists today?
I mean, I believe so. I know that it is hard to try to keep everybody's safety, especially of how sneaky some people can be. So I do believe strongly that the United States is doing the best that they can to protect us. Um, I just feel that there needs to be more awareness going on.
Has the September 11 attacks changed you?
Um, I don't know. I guess in a way it did because there's nothing that has ever occurred like that, and so I guess I could see how I'm more cautious and aware of things because of that. I'm more precautious of what I do. I don't really travel, and I guess it's maybe because of that. I'm afraid of airplanes. I don't know. It's just I guess because I didn't have a direct impact on me because I wasn't present there. There was no one from my family that was there, but it does definitely bring an eye opener as to what is around the world. part.
How did the September 11 attacks change our country and the world?
Mm. It did